It is 2:08. Expected time for the n40 41 to start leaving, and yeah. Yep, right here. Really? You're not gonna come over here? So this is where we're gonna get picked up. I guess that probably was actually an indicator where they'd pick us up. Freeport. Yeah. To Roosevelt. Just ordered the pennies. Yeah, there's a lot of beggars here. Someone tried to beg me for money. Yeah, I did not. I only had the money for the bus. Also, we're on 2112 Gillig BRT Plus. Time right now is 2:10 or 2:09 actually. This is right there. 2:09 a.m. It's dead out here, and I bet you in the South Shore, they're still living it up in the South Shore. Not a fun is to not clean these shits properly. Lights are not being so friendly, but yeah, like I said, this place is dead. South Shore would have been more vibrant, but of course, gotta be a certain demographic, white, not be cunt, to even live there. And if you aren't, and you're not as corrupt as them, even if you are white, then they'll basically tell you to fuck off and shut up and live in New Jersey, because it's part of the plan to force us out. And the Bitter Island is basically already redlined. Redlining is illegal, but apparently in New York, being super racist like the Southern Confederates is okay apparently after the war. And it always seems to be white people. Every time we go to any place in the South Shore, say a park or downtown or something, some random mofo is probably gonna just pick on me for basically me being there. They'll think I look poor or something. I'm not posh like them, and yeah, they'll try to basically kick me out of where I am. I have a right to be there. Like every one of them, I have a right to be there. If they don't like it, well then they can just piss off and mind their own damn business. But here, it's just dead. It's just dead. It's just dead. It's just dead. Why am I repeating myself? Anyways, here we are at Peninsula Boulevard and Main Street, to Greenwich Street. Next stop will be Greenwich Grove, and yes, here's some light. than that to this. You can literally just unscrew this shit, open it, and then clean it. When I have the bus off, and out of service, or not in service. Anyways, here's the new tower they built, by the way. Yeah, a storage unit. I thought it was an apartment building, but no, a storage unit. And yeah, Amsterdam is basically becoming a city. I'm gonna see what the. Notice how it didn't say multiple transfers available here at Angevine. Because at this time there really is no transfer. This is the only bus that runs to this area. Speeder, minus 80 points for speeding in a 25-mile-per-hour zone. Minus 170 because you're a commercial vehicle. Held to a higher standard. All I'm saying here is, I don't know, white people get 270 social credit. I don't know. This whole social credit system in China, it looks interesting. Like, if you, I don't know how it works. It's like, if there's a certain social credit that works where if you have a low social credit, you only get the bare basic necessities to live. But if you get a very, very high social credit, then you get out. Then you're basically living in luxury, like a king, and that should be commercial. That vehicle, this pickup truck should be commercial. Like this bus, that should be commercial. Just as SUVs, but the SUVs could be exempt from parking rule, as they are technically mini buses. So yeah, the only way you can avoid the commercial law for that one, that I'm probably gonna propose a bill for that one, is if you have a family of 8. Or yeah, family of 8, including the driver, the passenger, the shotgun passenger. In other words, mommy and daddy would have to be fucking so much, be loving each other so much to the point where they're having 6 children or more. That, or they're trying to abuse the system. That's the other way of doing it. 216. Around here is where I could have probably been this time. And if it was like 20 minutes, I probably would have been here at Flint. And if that's the case, we're picking someone up. No, we're not. What I'm trying to say here is, oh, it also said speed limit 25. Yeah, around here, and at that time I probably would have seen the bus coming up the corner, around the corner. I probably would have already been by, yeah, I probably would have been by Wilson Street by now. And by Wilson Street, I would have seen the bus coming up. But who knows? I probably would have made it to Adams Street by the time, and if that were the case, there would have been no point in taking the bus at that point. I thought it'd be way too close to home at that point. Nassau Herald. But yeah, what was I saying earlier? Oh yeah, so like, say your social credit is like 680, you're pretty much living a pretty okay life. But if your social credit is like 430, oof, you're basically down to the bare necessities. Almost nothing you have that is good anymore, and your good things that you have will be taken away from you until you get a good social credit. I mean, there are ways to increase your social credit, but you'll probably have to do things with the government or something to do that. But again, the lower the social credit, the lower the class you are, and you get only the bare essentials. The higher the social credit, you're basically living like a king, or like a dictator, essentially, of China, or in luxury, in other words. Alright, we're in downtown. I don't think a Gillick's supposed to sound like this. I'm not an expert in buses, but I don't think a Gilling's supposed to sound like this. Oh. The barbershop is now here. That barbershop used to be where this beauty salon was, or it still is, but that's where it used to be. But yeah, after I was reading a story that NBC was talking about how cops like them were trained to basically violate the constitutional laws. Even the the trainer officer is from New Jersey, Atlantic City, and lots of other shit. Here's traffic right now on the Southern State. Pretty light. But it's not going to be like that in the next 3 hours. So if you're going to go on a holiday, this is your time to go on holiday. To leave out of this island. To go on holiday somewhere else. Thank you. And this used to be the bus stop back then. Now let's just leave it, let it go. And there it goes. By the way, price over there is $292 now. It used to be $287. It was going down. It was going so well. And then it wasn't. It wasn't. Oh, let's go. Yep, just barren. This is also the hood. Places like Roosevelt, now even Valley Stream, like parts of Valley Stream at least. Freeport, Baldwin Harbor, South, South Hempstead, or like what's it called? South Side, New Hempstead. Like those places are basically forgotten. Those places they're done. Hell, like Garden City is also falling apart as well. That place is like just like the South Shore, like towns of Great Value, Brooklyn, aka Rockville Center. Babylon, very corrupt and shitty. In other places, like I probably should check how much money I have in my account. Let's go to the bank. I probably should have let the bus drop me off at the bank to see how much I have in my account. That should be a commercial vehicle, by the way. It's a pickup truck. A pickup truck. It has truck in the name. Why is it a commercial? And it's going to Parkway. It's going to Parkway. Why aren't you commercial? Let's go to the bank. I need to see if they deposited my check. And if not, then we'll just go back home. Welcome back. Yes, welcome back, Duncan. You don't have your Baskin Robbins anymore, but at least now you're still here, at least in some way or another. Exit. See you soon. Because this Dunkin' Donuts over here used to be all the way down there. All the way down there. Okay, not 290. Yeah, 293. Yeah, that's it, right? 293. And there's a bolo market too, of all things as well. All things considered. And I got a shit. Of course, I got a shit. I've been having this shit since I started this whole journey. Up taxi, transportation, dispatching services. The shit. That better be the freaking alarm system you activated. I mean, yeah, you see a passing car or two here and there, but for the most part, it's dead. It's dead. There's still clothing in there, by the way. I feel like you could probably capitalize high. You could probably capitalize on the clothing that's been left behind, as in, like, you could work, like, probably one of the pros of working at a laundromat is that you could probably find clothing that people leave behind, take that clothing that they left behind, and, like, if it fits you, you could keep it for free. Because there are the ones who left it behind, and if they threw it in the trash, but it's still good, but it just has, well, it has one little micro tear, it's no longer good, I'm throwing it in the trash, even though it's good for even longer than that, then, again, you can keep it. Because remember, once there's a rule in these laundromats where that they are not responsible for any items that have been lost or destroyed. That is solely up to the user, up to the guest, or the what's the word, to the patron that uses the laundromat or the cleaners. Now, a dry cleaner service, like, well, you see that, does tailoring and all that shit, like, more fancier, washing of clothing. Those ones could probably be held more responsible, because you buy them, like, very specific clothing that you want cleaned from them. And if they damage it, or if they, steal it, then yes, they are liable. Here we are. Totally cool. Alright, let's see how it works. It works. Alright, let's check what the hell is left behind here. From the South Shore. Actually, let me check where it's from. It probably shows. Drive-in luxury, they say. Well, it doesn't say. It says wealthy transfers book with us to the Drive-in luxury. It doesn't say. It says call or text to book. Oh well. Take it anyway. See, the thing is that they also, for some reason, don't want you recording in a bank. I mean, I don't know if this is called a foyer, but if it is, I can record right now as I'm the only one here. Hi, I'm the only one here, so I can record. Yeah, fuck you, camera. Fuck you, camera. I can record here if I want, because I'm alone here. Of course, when there's other people using these machines, I can't record, because I might accidentally be recording some very sensitive information. But, like, I could record the lobby here. I could. But I think it turns out, I think I can only record this specific part right here. As, yes, there's certain reasons why you can't record in the banks, but, like, if you're alone right here, or you're in this thing, yeah, you're allowed to record as you're alone. You can damage your own shit. Let me put in my card. Oh, there you are. I'm waiting. Bath page, I'm waiting. Thanks. Alright, hold on. Enter. And we go to balance inquiry. We're checking. You have well in this case you have balance inquiry. You have options between display only, print only, and print and display as shown here. Mostly you'd want to press this so you could have it displayed and print. It'll come out through here. The card isn't there. Money comes out of here, and no money. Well, you can insert the money in here and go here. Figures. 681 current, but the available is 131. Transaction is complete. Want to make another one? You can press yes if you can do another transaction, or no if you're done. In this case, I'm done. I take out my card from here. It tells you. The only little caveat is if you don't take out your card, it sucks it in here. So it's like, oh, okay, like you left your card in there accidentally. Okay, we'll come claim it tomorrow, or we'll open up the box so we can get your card out. And that's what that is for. Oh, this is what it smells like. Also, that's why it smells like cherries in here. Because this is the... You do not know how much this motherfucking thing smells like a fucking cherry Twizzler. I know it's plastic and everything, but this smells so much like a Twizzler, it makes me want to eat it. Fuck. Anyways, I checked. So I don't get paid until 5 a.m. That I do know. Anyways, let's go home. Because I don't know if I'm going to go to work soon. I don't know if I'm going to go to walk. Walkie in the kitchen. Anyways, this stop is 9th Avenue and 165th Street. I don't know if 9th Avenue does go to 165th Street. I think it does. Yes? Question mark? But all I do know is another thing of this stop is Hillside Avenue and 212th Street. Or this stop is Hillside Avenue and 262nd Place. Ah, yes, the wonderful, wonderful world of Queens street gridding. Because Queens, okay, here's the thing. Where we are is Nassau County, right? You know, Nassau Road, Bethpage, Long Island, then Roosevelt, 7-Eleven, by the way. We're in Nassau County. Central Nassau County, but southern central Nassau County. Fucking South Shore! But what I'm trying to say here is nice. What I'm trying to say here is Nassau County wasn't Nassau County because Nassau County was actually part of Queens County, part of the city borough of Queens. Yeah, part of the borough of Queens. Why we aren't part of the borough now? Well, Nassau County only formed because we Eastern Queens residents broke off of Western Queens to form our own county known as Nassau County with the town of Hempstead and the town of Oyster Bay. So it's kind of like this. But then the town of Hempstead broke into two. So now this is the town of Oyster Bay, this is the town of Hempstead, and this is the town of North Hempstead. Hi. So, and I wouldn't be surprised if eventually this turns into this, where this would be North Hempstead, Oyster Bay, and the town of Hicksville. I wouldn't be surprised. And that the dividing line would be the LIE, where the town of Hempstead will take north of what is the town of North Hempstead, and North Hempstead will be anything. North Hempstead and Oyster Bay will be anything above the LIE, and South of Bay will be Hempstead and Hicksville, meaning Jericho will also be part of it, part of Jericho at least. No, it's not called Jericho, Urban Caffeine, and Ronkonkoma. I can see the point, but we say Ronkonkoma instead, Urban Caffeine. Well, I'm just doing a job right there. So yeah, whenever you hear me say, oh, I live in Roosevelt, Eastern Queens, I really mean Nassau County. Whenever I say, oh, I'm going to go down to Flushing, Western Queens, I really mean the Queens that is today. Because Queens used to be the largest borough, if you think about it, because of, you know, pre-divide. And, we broke off of Queens, so Queens went from a big county that bordered Suffolk to now just bordering Nassau, which is Eastern Queens, and we border Suffolk now. But surprise, surprise, southern Nassau, at least the town of Hempstead, is so built up and urbanized, it might as well be its own city. Like, yeah, you could say Hempstead could be a city, but just why not make the whole town of Hempstead into the city of New Hempstead? Meaning all of this, 25 miles per hour. Yes, 25 mile per hour speed limit throughout all of this. Have fun. Look at that shit. 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 What was I saying? Oh yeah, sorry. That's why I probably propose to make the town of Hempstead into the city of New Hempstead. Yeah, I know there's a village of New Hempstead up in Rockland, Orange County, but hey. And of course you're going on the parkway. Why wouldn't you go on the parkway? Anyways, so yeah, to make this place, yeah, like I said, I know there's a New Hempstead up in Orange County, but you know what, fuck that. If they're gonna take away Woodbury and have Cold Spring similar to Cold Spring Harbor, we have Woodbury, then we're gonna take their New Hempstead, but we're gonna be the city of New Hempstead. He said. So that's what we're gonna do. But yeah, there you go. That's why I said we're the city of New Hempstead. Well, he's probably gonna get, he's probably be broke. He's probably gonna get broken up or something. Anyways, we're home now. It's been 28 minutes. Should I record for the next minute and a half? Probably. I think he just up and got on. And we're home. Well, very much late, but we're home anyway. Better late than never, right? Well, we're home. Is there any mail? Oh. Perfect. Peace.